Good evening, good morning, good night, you lovelies. It is the one, the only Cappy D Barra. We are here to talk about one of the best stories on the face of the planet. One Piece, chapter 1164. All right, I hope all of you are having an amazing time of day whenever you're watching this. This is going to be happening on November 3rd, 2025. This chapter was amazing. We are on an amazing run. Oda is cooking right now. I don't even think we're getting a break next week. Oh, this guy's out of his mind. Oda's out of his fucking mind, man. This chapter is jaw-dropping. It is a jaw-dropping chapter. We start off with Imu. They are fully taking over Rock's paw. That sounds kind of crazy. But, the reversey is taking full effect. And Rock's, he is fighting back vehemently. And he is saying that he knows that Imu made a promise with Davy, right? And that promise was that Davy would one day return to his throne. Because Davy, as Rox reveals, was once the king of the ancient kingdoms, which kind of fits in to this whole Davy having access to the ancient weapons. Hey brother, I don't know. I might have really cooked on that little theory. I don't know. But bro, this shit's so crazy, right? Imu insists that both Davy Jones and Joy Boy will never rise again. Obviously, that's not true, being that, we can at least assume that Davy Jones lives through Blackbeard, Joy Boy with Luffy, obviously. Rox tries to gather more information and kind of try to get a playfield of what's going on, but he is fully succumbed to the reversey, and he falls down, he crashes into the battlefield, and the first person to check on him is Kaido, bro, and he hooks off on Kaido. Kaido gets one shot, bro. Rox is trying to gather his bearings, and he's like using telepathy to kind of think out loud, like we see Imu use with the Gorosei. Insane shit, bro. Big Mom, she's like, yo, we're supposed to be allies, what are you doing? Big Mom gets hooked off, and I'm like, yo, this Rox is on a whole different level. Like, Big Mom adds that he is visibly taller, he's visibly more stocky. It's crazy. Whitebeard, he's so cold, bro. He just asks his one question. He says, are we in your way, Rox? And Rox says, yes, you are. And they have a clash so fucking volatile that it takes off half of the mountains of God Valley. I've never seen no shit like this ever in my fucking life. I am blown away by the strength of Whitebeard and Rox. It is like, bro, like, oh my God, God Valley is getting pieced up as a result of Rox just being a demon, bro. Like, it's, oh my God, there's no pun intended. Yo, what the fuck? Oh man, this shit's great. Rox uses this distraction to rush towards Iris and Teach as they are racing through God Valley. We see a bunch of pirates, we see the celestial dragons trying to make an escape, and we kind of just see everyone scatter as a result of this massive fucking attack. And we get to see Dragon, he's in shock over Shanks. He does not know where Shanks went, which is obviously very distraught, saying, I couldn't even save a little baby, right? So this obviously leads to Dragon doing his revolution and everything, and we're going to see how that plays out sometime soon, maybe not in this chapter, obviously, maybe not in this flashback specifically, but who knows. We get to see also Kuma and Ivankov. They're trying to make an escape, but they see Eris and Teach, and as Rox rushes towards Eris and Teach, Rox is massive, he's pushing trees out the way with just his sheer size, and Iris is apologizing for even putting Rox in this position, saying, I hate that you even had to fight him to protect me and to protect us, knowing you weren't ready, knowing you weren't strong enough. And I really do think that there was some piece to Rox plan that we're going to be seeing later. And if it is that he had access to Uranus through way of Davy lineage, oh my God, that's just going to be heat, bro. But it's probably not going to be that. Realistically, whatever it is, it's going to be super fire. Maybe it's something with the pony glyphs. It also could have something to do with Laugh Tale, with the One Piece. There are 1,000 things at play. This could be the quest that set off Rox to even find the One Piece, right? There are so many things happening in this chapter. Rox is chasing Eris and Teach through the forest as Eris pleads. As Eris demands that she will keep Rox, Eris demands that she will protect Teach's life at any means necessary. She says that she will even jump into the shores of God Valley to do so. But bro, as we see this, dude, the world government, they fucking put they fucking put cannon fire on a fleeing mother and her child? What the fuck? Like, bro, the world government is so out of pocket, bro. They're so out of pocket. They're literally about to murk Eris and Teach, bro. And oh my gosh, bro. I don't even want to call him Blackbeard anymore. Like, I know your name. Like, I know your daddy, bro. I ain't calling you Blackbeard. Hey, I know your daddy, little nigga. I ain't calling you Blackbeard Teach. I'm gonna keep calling you. Hey, bro, you feel what I'm saying? Hey, man, yo, so Kuma, he makes it like an MVP save, bro. He springs out of nowhere, right? And in the middle of cannon fire getting shot at Eren and Teach, right? Rocks, he tries to make a slash, and Kuma just intercepts all this. And I like to believe that maybe he not popped, but maybe he pawpawed Eris and Teach to Lucia, and then maybe he pawpawed himself to Ivankov, or maybe he just took the full brunt of like the cannon fodder and hid behind Rock. I don't know, man. I don't know, but Eris and Teach said, "You make it to safety," and Imu takes this as a relief, telling Rox to rage through the rest of God Valley. Rox, he's tearing through pirates. He's going through the fodder, and he comes across Rox. And he comes across Roger and Garp. Okay, Imu has given Rox the direction to kill all that remains on God Valley, and that would include Rox and Roger, who have told their respective teams to go home, sail off, and figure it the fuck out. They will catch up, and we get this like really sad, really chilling fucking scene, man. Rox, he uses his telepathy, almost like he's like tapped in to the absolute power of this like Damu Reversi ability power, right? To the absolute power of this Damu Reversi ability. And he gives Rox and Garth a message, kind of, if I had to assume, like the voice of all things almost. And he tells Rox and Roger, and Rox says, "Garp, Roger, please kill me." And it's super sad, man. He's bawling fucking tears, and Imu, at this time, he can't give directions towards Rox. Rox is almost blocking off Imu. I'd like to think maybe this is kind of an aspect of his conqueror's hockey. Oh man, so many fucking things happen in this chapter. It is an amazing chapter, but it is super sad. Teach does make it to safety. As we know, Shanks does get found by the Roger pirate sometime soon, but we are going to see, I don't know what we're going to see, because Damu Reversi, we've seen with Imu, you're able to regenerate, so what are they about to do to put away Rox? Oh man. Okay. Well, that was One Piece. That was One Piece chapter 1164. It was amazing. The display of powers from everybody. It was jaw dropping, and I was more than satisfied, man. More than satisfied. I'm more than excited to get to this next week, hopefully a little earlier. Anybody who is curious on what's going on with my Collision review, I will be bundling that into Mondays from now on. It just seems a little simpler, right? Weekend wrestling, out of the weekend wrestling. Mondays are kind of bland anyway. You just bundle it all together. So I will be getting to Collision and Raw tonight. Everyone, please stay tuned for that. And as I always say, stay safe, stay beautiful. Peace.